Hi, it's Chris, and this is my review of reading through the Bible in a year chronologically, and November 5th, and we have the burial of Jesus and the resurrection of Jesus now. It's the great, most exciting part, right? Yesterday we read about the crucifixion and death of Jesus, and today it's the burial. And Joseph of Arimathea, who was one of the religious leaders but didn't agree with the leaders that crucified Jesus. He saw Jesus as the true Messiah, from what he could tell. There wasn't anything evil in him, much like Nicodemus, who was asking questions, and here helps to bury Jesus with Joseph. Joseph was bold about asking Pilate for the body. Pilate was a little surprised that he was dead already. And they go and they bury Jesus in the tomb. And then they have the Sabbath. The next day is the Sabbath, so they can't do anything on Sabbath. So they rested. But the ladies that would hang around Jesus went and bought burial herbs, spices, and at the end, after the Sabbath was over at dark, and then they went back the next day and found that the tombstone, or the stone, had been rolled away, and they didn't have anybody with them to have done that, and they were surprised to see it, and they saw angels there. We also see where the chief priests and that killed Jesus asked for guards to be placed at the entrance so that they couldn't lie about pulling the body out. But that just further, solidifies what had happened there. So that's just one of those cool things. But then we also see where the chief priests bribed the guards to say that, oh well, they came and took the body. The truth has a way of getting out. We see the Gospel of Mark ending three different ways, essentially. We've got the way that it ended as found in the Dead Sea Scrolls, which was found, I forget when that was. I want to say the 20s or so. I don't remember exactly. They were found, Dead Sea Scrolls were found, and they turned out to be older writings of the Bible. So this ending of Mark wasn't in there, and then we've got a short ending of Mark and a longer ending of Mark. So that would be the difference. But regardless, it just is more writing about what had happened. Yep, we see the ladies going there and not being there, and then we also see that they do end up seeing Jesus there. Mary does, and then as they go back, John shows Mary seeing Jesus, and John has Jesus appearing to the disciples at that point, which we'll see tomorrow as well, and some of that, the walk to Emmaus, and I've seen some things with that. But anyway, tonight's reading, just seeing that Jesus is the Son of God and he comes back to life. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, with that, that's all I got. I'm not long-winded tonight. I'm not getting a big message with this. It's just a cool part, wonderful part of the Bible to read. So with that, good night and God bless.